What's going on, NBA fans? The dust is still settling from the playoffs, but the trade winds are already starting to howl, and this one could be a landscape changer. We're talking about a potential move that could see the Los Angeles Lakers forward, Rui Hachimura, heading to the Boston Celtics. Reshaping the landscape, Rui Hachimura to the Celtics? The echoes of the Los Angeles Lakers' early playoff exit are still ringing, and it's forcing a hard look at their roster's future. As the organization regroups after a disappointing postseason, discussions about potential player movements are heating up, and the prospect of Rui Hachimura joining the Boston Celtics is a particularly intriguing one. This move could significantly alter the dynamics not just for these two historic franchises, but for the league as a whole. The Lakers' roster dilemma. After that first-round elimination, the Lakers are at a crossroads. They face the inevitable reality of needing to retool their lineup to better compete next season. Hachimura, who has shown flashes of brilliance since arriving in LA, represents a kind of versatile talent that could be crucial in a trade. His skill set as a forward offers a kind of versatility many teams covet, making him an attractive asset for potential suitors. Boston's strategic aspirations. Now, let's look at it from the Celtics side. The appeal of acquiring Hachimura is amplified by their own current roster challenges, with reports of Jason Tatum being sidelined due to injury, as per the article's context, and an urgent need for wing depth. The Celtics are actively exploring ways to boost their competitiveness. Hachimura's expiring contract could also align with Boston's strategic goals, potentially allowing them to manage salaries while securing a player capable of immediate contribution. The Celtics have long been seen as a team on the cusp of greatness, but their recent postseason run highlighted gaps that need addressing. Hachimura's ability to provide reliable scoring and size on the wing could fill a crucial void, especially in a playoff context where depth often dictates success. A new chapter for Hachimura, a transition to the Celtics, would represent a significant opportunity for Rui. The forward has definitely shown his potential during his time with the Lakers, but moved to Boston, surrounded by a talented roster, including Jaylen Brown and a healthy Jason Tatum and a strong coaching staff, could elevate his game even further. Furthermore, the Celtics' culture emphasizes teamwork and resilience, attributes that could complement Hachimura's style of play. This environment might not only enhance his performance, but also solidify his role as a key contributor in high-stakes situations. Looking ahead, implications for the league. If Hachimura does indeed move to Boston, the implications could ripple throughout the NBA. The Celtics, already a formidable contender, would further bolster their chances for a deep playoff run. Meanwhile, the Lakers would need to recalibrate their approach to remain competitive, likely using whatever assets they acquire in such a deal to address their own needs. As the offseason unfolds, this potential trade serves as a reminder of the league's ever-evolving nature. Teams are constantly seeking to refine their rosters, and Hachimura's situation exemplifies the strategic maneuvering that can reshape the competitive landscape. Conclusion: a defining moment. The potential transition of Rui Hachimura to the Boston Celtics could mark a pivotal moment for both the player and the franchises involved, as teams like the Lakers reevaluate their strategies after a disappointing postseason. The pursuit of improvement remains paramount for Hachimura. The opportunity to join a playoff-caliber team like Boston could not only boost his career, but also redefine the Celtics' path in their quest for championship glory. What are your thoughts on this potential trade? Would Rui Hachimura be a good fit in Boston? And what would it mean for the Lakers? Let us know in the comments below. What's up, Laker Nation and NBA fans? If you've been following the Lakers offseason buzz, one name that keeps popping up in trade talks, going all the way back to last summer, is Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler. And while the Lakers haven't managed to snag the young Jazz big man yet, it sounds like their interest in acquiring him via trade hasn't cooled down one bit. ESPN insider Dave McMenamin recently shed some light on the Lakers' potential interest in Kessler during an appearance on ESPN 700. He noted that the Jazz big man still remains on the Lakers' radar. McMenamin said, "The one thing on that front is that Walker Kessler remains a name that intrigues the Lakers. Whether or not that's going to lead to some sort of deal, obviously, last year, the asking price was very high, And obviously, the Lakers ended up moving the assets that they were considering going to Jazz to get Kessler in order to make the Luka trade. That was off the table after the Luka trade. If they re-engage, here remains a player that the Lakers believe could fill that void that they have at center. I'm not reporting that anything is heading towards a deal or gaining traction or anything like that, but Kessler remains on the Lakers' radar. So, why the persistent interest? The Lakers have been searching for a long-term answer at the center position, arguably even before Anthony Davis was moved, assuming a context where AD might have been traded or is playing more PF. They would clearly love to add a defensive anchor like Kessler to their starting lineup. He's considered one of the best young defensive centers in the entire NBA, a true rim protector and rebounder. However, actually making this dream trade happen for Kessler is where things get tricky. It would require a package that not only impresses the Jazz, but makes it almost impossible for them to say no. The 24-year-old center is coming off his best season, yet in a Utah Jazz uniform. He's eyeing a lucrative long-term extension with the team this summer, and has shown every sign of being a long-term foundational piece for their roster. So, while the Lakers might be intrigued by Kessler, prying him away from Utah is going to be much easier said than done. Given the likely high demands from Utah's front office, any move would probably have to include significant assets. We're talking names like Austin Reeves, some unprotected future draft capital, potentially removing protections on that 2027 first-round pick the Jazz already hold from Los Angeles, and maybe even more. You never quite know what to expect from Danny Ainge and that front office. In all likelihood, the signs point towards Kessler returning to Utah for the 2025-26 season, probably with a brand new long-term rookie contract extension, keeping him in Salt Lake City for years to come. But hey, this is the NBA offseason. It's unpredictable, and you never truly know what might happen. What do you guys think? Is there any realistic path for the Lakers to land Walker Kessler? And what would you be willing to give up to get him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.